Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are back for Call of Duty 4 action here at Epic.LAN.
Indeed.
Alongside me is Pansy, of course, and it is AT.CMstorm versus HIGHJ. We've just seen AT.CMstorm win in double overtime on Crash. So, suffice to say, it could well be a pretty close game.
I can imagine it will be, and I can only hope so. So, Strike, once again, awesome map to cast. Can't even fault it. I love playing it. I love casting it. It's such a good one. So, it does seem as though who won that one? I'm not even too sure. But AT.CMstorm seem to be on the attacking side and quite happy, yeah. So I'd imagine HIGHJ have won it. Pick the more favourable side of defence as you've got the time on your side and, well, the positions pretty much. So going into this one, I can't call it either way. It's going to be such a close map. It's going to be unbelievable because it's so SMG based as well, like we saw on Crash. It's dependent on
the
SMGs. Exactly. So all the big players, well, they've got their way on this map as well.
Well, Sinner and Rick were both very fantastic on the last. Very fantastic?
Very
Is that really actually what I just said? It's lovely.
Morning.
Oh, I'm doing that in the morning. You know I am. We'll see how that one goes. That's a hack on a radio DJ in the UK. Really not a very good one. Captain Rick, though, is going to be lining straight up to see if he can go for the scope. Not going to go for anything. Siku with a bomb straight onto a quick set. And Captain Rick making his way across. He's going to have one straight ahead of him. And there it is. In his face, it was eSports. Jay has been taken down by Tt.eSports, though. Eddie, meanwhile, trying to cut back across. Sinner looking back towards A site. Takes a peek. eSports with his second on towards Tt.eSports. Around that statue, he's got one just ahead of him. Actually, the other side of the sandbag's there. And if he to look back now, he will see it any second. Now, there it is. That's eSports' third of the round. And now he is the last man standing, so he's going to have to get all five. And Siku's there with a third of his own. On towards eSports. Very nicely played there, and a very good start from AT.CMstorm.
Yeah, we saw the SMGs once again come into play, picking up here with Seku with the front spawn. They seem quite comfortable going towards A. They had the aggressive peek from Cap, which didn't really work out for Captain Rick, but maybe he'll go for it again. Now with Seku alongside him, it could work this time just to keep back the attacking side. So, here we go, LRM first nade landing in AT.CMstorm's favour onto the eSports, but here we go, the Cap push is definitely on. Tt.eSports with one onto Jay for himself, and now HIGHJ's on the back foot. Three still standing though, Sinner tagged up. Rick scoping across. There we go, straight through smoke into Sinner's face, now leaving a Quixer and Eddie in a horrid position. Eddie goes down to Seku's SMG work, and now where is the Quixer? He's got himself towards front A, I believe. Now Rick on the prowl. The Quixer got himself into Kappa, can't land the deagle shot, and Aslan will put him out of his misery and secure another round on the board for AT.CMstorm.
Yeah, very quick one as well. And HIGHJ's not just quite getting into that A side at the moment. Let's see if one that Eddie's going to go across the B, so I'm not going to look at him. Sinner seems to want to make those opening frags, but looks across towards the B. Any movement? Does catch a glimpse of one. Oh, and the tag on Captain Rick, and he just did not go down. That is the life of a scope, and it is not always a pleasant one here in Call of Duty 4. eSports has got himself in the good defensive spot, though, but I think it's going to be a B push here. LRM peeking, looks across, hops down. Takes his way across, looks towards Sinner. Sinner not there, not showing any sign of him down that bottom corner. You can see someone just in that bottom corner house, which is where LRM is looking, just waiting for him to show. You can see the tracer fire going across, but he's not peeking. LRM is playing this one very cautiously, spinning it back around, and there was Sinner. We knew he was waiting, and well, LRM tried to wait as much as he could, but Siku does take down Jaylan. Sinner peeking cross, gets tagged up heavily, switches to Deagle, doesn't quite manage to land it. He is now the I was about to say last man standing, but Eddie did manage to make the kill on towards Siku. Sinner peeking across, jumping, hopping. Smoke goes out towards statue. There is the bomb plant on A. Eddie did manage to take down Rick there, so it's a 2-on-2. Sinner's got one to his right. He's crawled his way in there just by the bin. One to the right and one to the other, straight ahead of that statue. Eddie's got tagged up. They're going to be targeting towards him, and it was actually Aslan that made the kill on Sinner. And now Rick, I'm not sure. Eddie has got it in him to try and get in here. He's going to try and make his way through. He hasn't got the fine young cannibals to back him up. Oh yes, I went there with that reference.
Oh dear.
Aslan makes the kill though.
Oh dear. But yeah, nevertheless, Aslan making up for your terrible, terrible comments. So now
everybody's too young for it, so it doesn't really matter.
I don't even know who
Apart
they
from
are.
these lot.
These
you
lot.
know who they bloody are.
So now Sinner taking up the peak they did before onto B. Can't see anyone through that smoke. I can imagine an A push is coming out from AT.CMstorm if that's the case. Seku landing the first nade onto the eSports, taking down the A defense already. So now Seku following up with the push onto A. SMGs alongside him. Tt.eSports continuing towards statue. One to his right, one to his left. They split the defense. You can see how heavily they're sitting in by those baskets. Nade out towards the cap arm. Don't think he'll connect. Nevertheless, Captain Rick does connect the headshot to a Quixer. whittling away the hijinks side. Here we go. Tt.eSports just cornering off every single angle possible. LRM with a shot onto Sin, and now here we go, darting out towards those baskets. Captain Rick will land the deagle. So now, well, that was an absolute whitewash for AT.CMstorm. They seem to be so comfortable with this A push. It works for them. They control the street, get onto garage wall, and dart in together. And well, hijinks don't seem to have a reply for it as of yet.
No, they don't seem to have got themselves in it. Remember, they did go 5-1 down in the first map on
Too true.
Crash, though. So it's only a matter of time before they figure out what is going on here. Eddie tosses out the nade. Sinner lining up the shot again. ePic's does make things happen, though. Rick has gone down, so scope down. Question is, can they make it count? Aslan getting tagged up, didn't quite get shut down at the right time. ePic keeping his eye on it there, and he has got one on statue just with him. The other side of these sandbags, there he is. Caught a glimpse, comes around, does manage to shut him down. CQ down. This could be the first good round for hijinks here. They need to make it count, though. They have the advantage, and ePic tagged up so heavily, just pops around. Why were you going looking for that frag there? LRM got the easiest kill he could make. Eddie was split between who he was shooting there. Didn't quite go for the right target. Sinner tries to even things up, 2-on-2. Can they pull this one out? Or will LRM get this bomb plant in? Because Tt.eSports has taken down Jay. It is all on Sinner now, and he's got to go huge for his team. Really, they should have been closing this round out. There should have just been a foregone conclusion, but they just don't seem to be able to hold that A site. He's going to slowly scope it up, switches to the AK, and he's going to try and make the approach from the other side. Is he going to spin across? No, he's just not sure which way to approach it. He wants to look towards statue. Taking it steady. He's got 26 seconds, plenty of time. No, he seems to be rushing a little bit now, though. Just clutching out of straws, and he's just spraying and praying on Tt.eSports. And after such a slow, steady approach, he just seemed to make a mad dash across and fail. Yeah,
it seems as though ePic's trying to hold A as best he can, but you can see Uttoxeter and Jay, well, not really doing too good so far, 0-5. So picking up with AT.CMstorm. Let's see what they're up to this round. Rick lining up the nades, going for another A push. I don't know why they're changing, because it's working so well. So here we go, a bit more cap orientated. Seku leading the way. Can't help but follow the man who's just so aggressively in the face of hijinks. Spots one toward front. So he does get the headshot onto Jaylan, continuing his absolutely atrocious play so far. Quicks with one for himself, but there we go. Aslan evening up, taking him down, avenging his fallen teammate. 4v3, making a 3v3 of ePic darting around from front A, taking Seku down with the AK fire, but Rick evening it up once again, taking down the ever-attacking forces. So now controlling the site completely and utterly. Rick spots on towards the B-shops, can't land the second shot, but does get a tag onto Eddie. He's got to quickly get himself away out of those B-bins area, but there we go. Eddie gets the first onto LRM, actually. I thought somehow Captain Rick had got that, but nevertheless he takes us down. So now Eddie on the approach towards A, bomb down and ticking. He's got to get himself moving. 23 seconds on the board. Loads to find. One to his left. Shots coming towards him. He's got to be careful. This one just round this corner. Can he spot him? Yes, he can. Rick down. 1v1. Eddie against Aslan. 13 seconds is a lot. He's just missed him. He was proned on the floor. He assumed it was a body. Not enough time, I can imagine. Eddie, Aslan's going to walk in here. Ooh, a bit too close. But there we go. 6th round on the board. And somehow, Eddie didn't spot Aslan on the cross there.
Yeah, just lying there. Yeah, just walked straight past. What was that body?
Hiding in plain sight, eh?
Yeah, hiding in plain sight. Or sock-on style. Standing in the middle of the street. So hijinks not really able to pull any rounds off here. 6-0 is a horrible, horrible score to be starting on strike with. Seku taking down Jaylan yet again. And Jaylan still on the Slayer. That is not good. Tt.eSports has taken down Eddie. Eddie trying to pull it back for the last time. ePic, again, he's got himself in position. He's doing his job. He's just not got the support with him, and Jaylan's not been able to make his way through at all. Eating every nade as he goes. LRM coming in towards B. He has got Sinner above. Oh, and a Quickser, meanwhile, has got a double kill there on Tt.eSports and Aslan. Going to spin back across. You can see Seku tagged up heavily. Comes around, does manage to get a couple of shots onto the crosshairs. Finally gets a back shot at the rear head, the head of Sinner. Captain Rick taken down by a Quickser. Quickser now with 3 cows. Can he make it count? 4? No, because I was watching him.
The curse of Deman, eh? But it seems so impossible for hijinks right now. They have no luck wherever they go. They're not getting to A. They're not holding it right. When they do, see James Bond, he's tagged up. He knows what's happened. 007 has happened. But now Sinner watching the cross, can't manage to connect the shots. He can see them, but they're just not happening. On the arguably easier side, it's not working for him. Seku with the first onto Quickster there, making the damage early on. Sinner adjusting accordingly, trying to make it count, but Tt.eSports already with AT.CMstorm get themselves really dug in here onto their attack. So see if they can bring it home. Captain Rick does get tagged up towards B. Here comes the A push. Seku diving in himself. Viezu with 1, Viezu with 2. He's done a brilliant job so far. Does get tagged up a touch, but Viezu out of nowhere, basically winning them that round. Absolutely perfectly timed peek. Finally gets a little bit of support from his side, and his play has just come up absolutely clean there.
Yeah, and he is the only one that's keeping them in it at the moment. So the first round picked up by HIGHJ, and Viezu, he's been playing very well, I've got to be honest. He was brilliant on the Crash, and he was very good versus Phantasmagoria. So far, he's definitely been playing one of the stronger players for HIGHJ.E9 here. And as it is, Eddie's going to land with the Deagle there. Ctas taking down, sorry, getting the kill though. Sorry, and he's left the game. Jay has rage quit because he's not working out for him at all in this game, and he has rejoined. Yeah, it's weird because he actually did okay on Crash. He just doesn't seem to be working out for him here. Aslan goes down to the car explosion. Didn't see what it was. Just exploded. Thought he'd stand next to a car and blow it up. Ctas on the run. Nearly. I thought he was about to knife his own teammate there. Viezu has picked up another kill. Uttoxeter in the corner. Oh, I think he showed himself there. Would have given himself away. Does manage to land the frag though. And Viezu again with another double kill. Viezu going huge and really having to carry heavily the rest of his team with that big hat. There he is on the screen.
The big hat of carry. There we are. The man of the moment. Let's pick it up with him on the defensive side with the SMG towards A. So he can avoid the nades that are raining down and causing havoc upon his teammates. Here we go. Does drop one out for himself. Flashing towards the statue to keep them back at a distance. Does manage to avoid the nade so far. Landing a tag for himself onto the attacking forces. Can he follow up with a kill? Here we go towards front 8. Uttoxeter with the first onto Ctas. And now finally a bit of an advantage to HIGHJ. Let's keep this up, boys. Here we go. There's the first for Viezu. Can he get a second here? Darts out towards back out, gets the tag and the frag onto Aslan. Lovely headshot, just connecting perfectly for him. So now Seku is James Bond. James Bond has got off the bottom of the scoreboard, folks. He's actually got a frag and he's feeling great. So now Seku does get the first onto James Bond. He had a little bit of a moment, but it's gone quite quickly. So now Seku trying to keep it up. For more to find. This is a task for any man. Even James Bond could not do it. So now let's see if he can get that bomb and get to a site. Looking towards Overlook. There's a player waiting to receive, and there's one towards Sin. There we go. Sinner just waiting perfectly in case he wanted to re-rotate. And there's your scoreline almost pretty much.
Well, can they pull another 2 back? It would be pretty impressive if they can, considering they were 7-0 down. They've now picked up 3 on the defence. But honestly, I'm not convinced. Rick throws out the nades. Goes looking for him. Viezu again. This time with a nade on towards Ctas. And Uttoxeter lining up with that AK. Let's try and find Viezu because he's going on a mission as he picks up another on CQ. And they've just let him loose, I think. Comes around. Oh, how's he not going to make that one on Captain Rick? I don't believe it. Actually, might have been Aslan. I think it was Captain Rick, though. Does take down Jay. And Jay is just not getting any look at the green at all. But it is a 3-on-3. But now the Starman for HIGHJ is down. Eddie going looking, actually looking for the scope, and he's not there. Because he is well away. Sinner keeping eyes peeled. LRM in that spawn. The bomb making its way with Aslan. Is it going to go A or B? They seem a little unsure. They don't want to give another round away here to HIGHJ. They're letting them slowly claw the way back into this game. There's the shot. Uttoxeter goes down. That's the moving towards A now as Aslan makes his way across statue. Takes a peek across. Any sign of Sinner looking for him. Does manage to hear the shot come out, so they know Sinner's spot now. Are they going to make a move for him, or are they just going to make a mad dash across? I think Aslan's looking. Yeah, he's going to make the dash. Does go for it. Gets in towards the bomb plant. Rick comes in to support with that SMG. Oh, and lands it onto Sinner there. Scope on scope, but with the SMG. Now he catches a glimpse. LRM's there, and that is an 8-3 clear round. And very nicely played by Captain Rick to take down, who was it? It was Uttoxeter that was hiding in the corner.
Yeah, indeed. And, well, for an attacking team to have this scoreline, they've got to be feeling good about themselves. They're really leading the way so far. So now Sinner trying to stop them in their tracks. Peeking towards way, does land the shot onto Captain Rick. That's going to make so much difference. It's unbelievable. But Captain Rick from the grave, taking down the Danger Man, somehow targeting him from the absolute depths of his grave there. So now Ctas towards mid-shops, finds a player, but his teammate has to come in and save him almost. Tags come out, but there we go. Ctas does finally get the frag onto Uttoxeter. Eddie with the reply onto Aslan, 3v3. Now, see, AT.CMstorm don't look so comfortable into this round. Maybe this could be what HIGHJ need. Let's find out where the players are. J-Land taking down Seku, 2v3. Advantage finally to HIGHJ. So this could be their round. This could be what they need to get themselves back into this game. So Eddie washing the street as best he can. One player in mid-shop, Ctas is tagged up. He's got to dart away swiftly. Otherwise, he'll be in trouble. Taking the bomb into Overlook is a bit questionable at the best of times, but in a 1v3, as Sinner does land the shot onto LRM, this could be it. This could be exactly what they need to keep themselves on that scoreboard and feel comfortable going into the harder side. So now Tt.eSports has to adjust. He has to get himself towards a bomb site. 40 seconds on the board. There's not a lot of time left. There is one waiting to receive him in May. Will he be able to spot him in time to make the odds? Now, does land a few shots towards the bins, but there we go. Jay lands there, finally stepping up to the plate, and does land the shot to just clinch in that last round of the first half.
Yeah, and pick up 3 frags, but look at that. ePic's on 16 there. Very nicely played by him. 15 for Seku as well. Played fantastically well. Rick, not really picking up the score, but really was making them when it counted.
Oh, yeah.
As it is, we're getting straight back into it. So the half turnaround, and honestly, HIGHJ have got a massive job ahead of them here. Really have to go for it. And Ricky's going to try and peek across. Let's look at Sinner. Sinner's not going to get in a spot quick enough. Nor is Rick, in fact. It's going to be both slow scopes, actually. So let's have a look, see if we can see any SMGs making their way through. Seku's got himself in position. He's about to get company. He's not really looking. And somebody just dashed past. While the split second he turned around. And there's the grenade. There's ePic. There's Seku, though, straight away replying onto Sinner. Tt.eSports completely getting himself caught out of position. Both scopes down so far. Quickset was the man that got himself in position. He's got... Eddie just dropped, actually. He's got ePic still with him, though. And they are the 2 that count so far. The Quickset and ePic, they are the top fraggers, I believe. Actually, Eddie's managed to creep his way in there. And Quickset with that AK. He's got ePic with him. Smoke goes in towards A site. There is one just to the left-hand side. There is Aslan ready and waiting. Oh, I just script away from... ePic, as I was about to say. He was making the frag, but he didn't. And it's 9-4. And now AT.CMstorm, they just have some easy rounds to close out. That's all they're going to feel.
Yeah, the pressure is definitely off them, and it's all on to HIGHJ. So let's see if ePic can open up this B site for the English side. Does drop out a nade. Now, nade's raining around him. He's got to be careful. Sinner landing one onto Second, giving the early advantage to HIGHJ here. Can ePic take down this mid-shot player? Does get the tag onto Tt.eSports. Can he get the frag? Trying his hardest, but Tt.eSports somehow gets the better of him. As the B push is still coming on from HIGHJ. Even without control of the street, Quicks are there trying to peek out and make sure that everything is clean, and it is. No one really overly pushing. Captain Rick now has to adjust accordingly to try and get a peek onto B to stop the side getting in too comfortably. Quicks are now checking every single corner possible. He doesn't want to let a player get away with this, but Sinner does land the shot onto the opposing scope, which was Rick. Advantage to HIGHJ. So let's see if they can keep this B push on. Tt.eSports just sitting in mid-shot waiting. Here we go, but LRM tagged up heavily from Sinner, trying to sit into Kex's corner and just keep himself tucked in, because now the fire is coming thick and fast right behind him. Got to be careful to peek round, not overly peek here. Spots one going into the little market next to him. There we go. Tt.eSports does get the shot onto Jay. LRM lands it onto Eddie, now almost all even. AT.CMstorm once again with the advantage in this round. It looks so good, but now Sinner tagged up desperately heavily in that top flower area. He's got to try and get the shot. Does land onto LRM, but now 1v2. Aslan Tt.eSports to go. Can he get these 2 on the board? Let's see if he can get that bomb secured and get to a site. Clock now ticking. The time is whittling away from this boy, and he's got to get moving. Get those running shoes on, Sinner. So you've got to get that bomb and get it down on the site. Picks up the SMG for his troubles. Continuing the push. He's going for the aggressive. He's leaving the bomb. He's going to try and find the players. 15 seconds to go, and this is a little bit of an ask by anyone account. Does spot one darting next to him. Does land the shot onto Aslan. 1 to go. He knows where he is. He's seen the shots come in. Tt.eSports somehow lands the shot. Sinner could have had that. He must be kicking himself for that one.
Absolutely. That was close. That was close for him, Sinner. The time ticking in his ears, though, seemed enough just to put him off. So, HIGHJ, which way are they going to go? Sinner's going to try and make an opening frag. Jay does manage to land one. Starting to have a little bit more look on the attacking side. Didn't quite go as bad as he did on the defense. ePic, though, has gone down. Seku picks up a second. Onto a Quickset. Then Eddie now tries to... Well, didn't try. He took him down. No problem there. Seku being dropped. Oh, but he runs straight into the crosshairs of Tt.eSports as soon as he comes around the corner, and now Sinner, last man standing, catches a glimpse of Tt.eSports flashing past. And now with just basically nothing in his hands, he just fell.
He just fell.
He just fell.
Up on the floor. It was over.
I'm going to lie here.
Yeah, I'm just going to have a lay down, guys. This is too much for me. So let's see if Captain Rick can make the odds happen for AT.CMstorm. They're almost there. They can see the finish line. They're running towards it, and they just need to get themselves into it. It does seem a B push is coming out, so this peak is going to do absolutely nothing for for the side here. ePicNINE taking down Rick on the jump. Sinner landing one on Tt.eSports through the smoke. Eren finally takes a stand for the opposing side, but is it too little, too late? AT.CMstorm only have 2 players left, Seku and Aslan. The B push is coming in thick and fast. Seku positioning himself in that spawn house with his teammate. So if he pops out the best time, spots one player darting towards the stairs, does get the tag and the frag finally onto ePicNINE. That was a bit of a meal, but here we go. Quickset one for himself and Aslan. One man stands. It's all on Seku right now. He has to get 3 players. Quickset, Eddie and Sinner. Bomb now ticking, and Quickset's there. His eyes trained on the peak, and it's still, HIGHJ is still keeping that 12 scoreline just away from CTMstorm.
Only just though. Sinner needs to make another opening frag, I feel here. He's got to make something count. He worked through very well and through that smoke before. Can he find anything this time? Takes a peek, doesn't land anything. Smoke's going down, car's heavily exploding. Doesn't want to get involved in that, which means it's going to be a slow push this time. But LRM has gone down. Tt.eSports replies on towards ePicNINE. ePicNINE not really got his flow going this time in the attacking round. And Eddie with the bomb. He's hoping that Sinner can clear something out. Takes a desperate peek across the map. But again, Tt.eSports is causing problems for them in that shopping complex. And he's just causing an issue. I'm going to try and find him if I can. Seku has 2 ahead of him, comes around the side straight. Well, Eddie just stood open on the car there, as open as you like. Quickset manages to land many a tag on towards Rick, but not the frag. And he has switched to Deagle. Tries to pick him off, and Rick takes him down with a Deagle. Would you believe it? Eddie coming bomb rushing straight through. Takes down Rick, spins across. Can he make the second? No, because Sinner's there on Aslan. And now it is Tt.eSports with it all to do. He's already taken 2 down. Can he take the other 2? Comes around, takes 1. It's just got Eddie to beat. It could be a 4-man for Tt.eSports here and the round, which would make it game point. Or match point, in fact. I'll get the right words. He comes around, Tt.eSports, he's just on the bomb. Eddie is desperately high, but now Tt.eSports is tagged up. He goes for the reload, pops back down. It's AK versus SMG. SMG going to come rushing around. He's trying desperately to hide behind that bomb. He's got no more space to go. Comes around and Tt.eSports makes the frag. Would you believe he was huge for AT.CMstorm? And Tt.eSports closes out. I'm absolutely certain that was at least, it was definitely 4. I don't even know what the key is.
It's too far up, but that man went absolutely huge. Exactly when it mattered, taking them to match and game point here now. So let's see if Captain Rick can take him home. Let's see if he can land those opening shots they desperately need just to really hammer this one in. So jumping up on the B jump, he's fancying they might be going B. Smoke's not landing in the way, so he could get a nice opening peak, but nothing seems to be happening. So now Seku could be under pressure soon. ePicNINE on the push towards A. Quickset just in front. Seku gets the frag onto him. Now ePicNINE has to adjust. Seku with the second onto J. This is looking like an AT.CMstorm round. Rick following up suit onto ePicNINE. Only 2 stand. Sinner and Eddie have to go huge. It's all on Eddie. Sinner's down to a nade that he caught right between the eyes. Eddie has to go massive here. Hunting down a player. Does get a tag, gets the frag as well onto Seku. Can he follow it up? No, he can't. Captain Rick's there. Secure the victory for AT.CMstorm.